What's doing, Ark Survivors? Number 13 Gaming back here again, showing off the path I take for deep sea loot crates. It's pretty simple. My base is down near the Red Ark. I started around 1, head up to 2 and over to 3. I find this is the way to cover the most amount of possible spawns. I have a raft base at both locations. You can see it here. This is just a massive raft. It's as big as you can build rafts on official servers, 4 out from the actual raft. I just have this as a bit of a landing platform and a bit of storage. This is my dolphin cage. Well, it was a dolphin cage. Now I don't have any dolphins, and that was just to keep the dolphins safe out here in the deep sea. So jump on the Plessy. Yes, it is painted. I paint probably 99% of my dinos. I love it. I think it's a great feature in the game. Encourage you to do it. You do get more emotionally attached to your dinosaurs if you paint them, so it does suck when they die. So we head straight down here, pretty much towards the corner. We've got a mosasaur, let it be. The first spawn is just here in amongst this foliage. A lot of people do miss this one. Now you can see the green artifact there. I'm actually marking all the artifacts on this server, and well, all the ones that I can. Of course, there's some on top of caves that you can't physically mark. And that's to help out my tribe mate, and also just to help out other people. I mean, these are great items, and I don't think you should spend an hour, 2 hours underwater and not actually get anything. There's normally 2 there, unless someone else is picking them up. So this is the second one, up and over. You can't actually see it if you're cruising along the coast. You do actually have to get over that rock formation. So now we're heading pretty much directly north. I do apologise for being on a Plessy. I have built this guy just for this purpose, as in I have put nothing into damage, I've put nothing into weight. It's all stam up to 1000, and now we're just going to keep on pumping movement speed until I cannot pump it anymore. It does the job pretty good. Nothing can kill it, nothing can hurt it really. I've taken on a couple of mosasaurs and maybe 3 Plessies at the same time, and there was no problem whatsoever. Of course, stand brakes, you do need them. It is a mosasaur. This run is of course much faster on a dolphin, especially if you get a high level one. This is the next spot. So it is tucked in behind this rock here. If you're coming from the snow biome, then you won't see this very easily at all. I've actually marked it. It does appear just in the seaweed here. If you're coming along the coast, it is hard to get by on a Plessy because you hit the side. It is yeah, it's there quite often. People do miss it. Next one is just near this cave entrance here. Oh, and we actually have it today. That's fantastic. So as you can see, I've actually waited to see the actual loot crates for placing the pillars and the artifacts. So what do we have? Ramshackle, Giga, Saddle. That'll come in handy. We've got a Plessy coming in. We won't worry about that. So up and over the cave, and we head along the coast for the next one. The next one is super easy to find. It's really just sitting right on the ocean floor. And then we head into the snow biome. Doesn't really affect us underwater. I find that if you travel closer to the surface, you'll get colder than if you travel in the depths. And being deep sea loot crates, we want to stay as low as possible. So here we go. Super easy one to find. Coming from the north or the south, you're really not going to miss that one. The next one's right on the corner. I have seen people miss this one. I've swum straight past. It's at approximately 10:10. I'm more than happy to post screenshots of GPS locations of all of these. Some of the GPS locations on the map are wrong. I'm not quite sure what people are thinking. Some of them are out by quite a bit. I'm quite happy to post a screenshot of each one. You know, touching it with the GPS out. You know, you can't get much more accurate than that. And I really don't think there's any variation in where they spawn. As you can see, I've been putting pillars right next to them. and they do spawn right there. Some of you might wonder why the pillars. Oh, we have the second one. So some of you may wonder why the pillars, why the trophy bases. Well, this is a PvE server. We have a genuine quit set. Okay, not the greatest armor there, but so keep on going. I'll show you the rest of the spawns until we reach my third location. Sometimes I would call it quits here, head back to a base that I have up here in the snow biome, but I may as well complete the loop, and then later on we'll go back the other way. Good metal, always hit the levels as you get them, makes life a bit easier. So yeah, so PvE server, people pillar all over the place. You know, it's like dogs pissing on trees. It's quite annoying, quite frustrating. Here's the next one along the top here, just on the sand bed here. If you're cruising along from the ocean side, from the deep ocean side, you can't see it. You do have to, you know, stick your head in here to actually see this one. So people plonk pillars down all around the place and claim territory and mark stuff, and then they just disappear for months on end. So it becomes quite frustrating. We have to wait for the timers. We can't get things to destroy the pillars. We can't destroy the pillars. We can't build anything. And I'm worried about people boxing in these deep sea loot crates. Of course I'm not going to do that. The next one's on top of this cave structure just here. I can't put an artifact on that one just because it is a cave structure and you can't build on top of them. You can build inside caves, but not on top of them. What other things? See, I've been worried about people boxing in the deep sea loot crates. Now, if you're on a server and you are on a PvE server and you want to be that person, then feel free to do it. It's quite easy to build onto the ocean floor, fence foundation, a couple of walls, maybe 4 dinosaur gates, pillars and some ceilings. It wouldn't be too difficult at all. So here's the next one. If you're coming along the edge here, over near the wall, I'll just go out till I hit it. You can see it. You can just see it as you're cruising past. Green's a pretty good indication, and red is about the same brightness. So the path I take comes straight along here down towards Carno Island. And then I do a loop up the channel, and I've got a little ocean base there, which I'll show you. It is just tiny. It's just a platform where I can park the Plessy. So here's the next one. Just a little stand break here. So yeah, I did lose 4 dolphins, 4 200 level plus dolphins, and they were all just getting stuck inside creatures. Very, very, very frustrating. So here's the next one. If you're coming from the snow side and you're swimming along, a lot of people do miss this one. It is just to the right of that artifact there. So it's not back near the rock, it's just to the right. And of course, if you're coming from Carno Island, it can be partially covered by that little pinnacle that's sticking out there. So the next one, I can't actually mark. It's on top of the cave structure near Carno Island. You can see the cave box there, that's the air box, which renders in a little bit before the rest. So it's just between these 2 oil reserves here, oil nodes. Quite easy to spot. Just go up and over and you can't miss it. So we head down this way. Now we're heading south on the east coast. If we keep on going, we will get down to Herbivore Island. There is only one potential spawn location down this way that I've ever found, and I've only seen it once. So yeah, it is not so common. And as you can see, I've done my little loop. I've picked up my 2 loot crates, and I will come back in about a half hour. Now I don't actually have an artifact on this one. It is just here. You can see my pillar. I just keep on forgetting to bring an artifact along, and it spawns just above it here. Yeah. So if you're coming up the ravine, it's really easy to see. So if you're coming from the way that I've just come, if you're coming from this way down, it is a little bit harder to see. So the last one on my little path here is just at the top here. This one you can actually dive down and get from the land if it's there. and it's just in between these two pillars here. Yeah, quite simple to find. So then what I normally do is head on up here. I've got a little base that I built just from the ground up. It really didn't take much, just a few ceilings. And then we disembark with all of our amazing loot. I normally throw it all into the chest. So today we just got 2 saddles, Journeyman Quetch saddle, which is quite nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, I will use it. It's a shame it's not yellow or red. And then of course ramshackle, Giga saddle, not that fantastic at all. So a bit average loot today. Next video I'll post would be just a little reveal on what we've actually picked up on all the loot crates. So yeah, number 13 gaming. Watching his Plessy slowly die to a Megalodon because he won't attack him. There we go. Flying Plessy. We just throw it away. And then we normally use the bed, head on home, and we leave our Plessy here. He'll be fine. Trust the game. And later on, half an hour, 45 minutes, depending on what I'm doing, I'll jump on back here. So I'll show you the loop the other way sometime if people want it. But the next thing that I'll actually show is all the stuff that I've got from the red loot crates. So I'll get this stuff back home, and then I'll just run through. I think I've got a vault full now, so that's 150 items, which is not too shabby. Until then, later.